about and handing out a little bit later. So stay tuned to that. And we have Mackenzie from Ensemble with us as well to introduce us to his project and give us some updates on that. One final show. Rizzo and I, we had the great fortune to chat with Sandy Meows. As everyone knows, she came back from her sabbatical last week, and we just had to grab time with her to talk about what she did on her break and kind of just dive into a really important topic that doesn't get a lot of discussion, especially here in the metaverse and Web3 and crypto, making sure that you prioritize your health and your wellness, making sure that you touch grass and have fun above everything else. So drop the link in the chat. If you have time, please listen to that. It was one of my favorite episodes ever. And with that, I'll pass the mic to the hype master of the metaverse himself, Rizzle. Take it away, brother.
Yo, thank you, man. Can you guys hear me all right? I feel like I'm on like a hot streak. My mic hasn't messed up for like 2 weeks in a row. Yo, great to be here with everybody. I believe we're off next week. A whole bunch of us will be at NFT NYC. So if y'all are going to be at NFT NYC, make sure you hit up Matt or I or some other members of the WIP crew who might be out there. We're gonna see if we can we're gonna see if we can drag Show out of his apartment. Show goes into hiding every time these things come into New York, so we're gonna see if we can find him this time. But if not, y'all should come hang out anyway. Let's see, what do I have? For those of you with on-chain chains, we're almost in DCL. I just got like 1,999 zip files after like the first one tested okay, so hopefully I don't have to like drag those things in individually, but that is very exciting, and one of the reasons I'm going to NFT NYC is because I'm meeting with Metaverse about stuff. So really excited for all that stuff. Signed the guest book. Excited to have RareGotchi in the house. RareGotchi, we actually all go way back with RareGotchi. Some of y'all just like don't even know it. This is Leandro from Crypto Motors, Voxel Architects, and like 6,000 other things that you've heard of from like way back in the day. Yes, super OG. So very stoked to hear what they've been cooking up over at RareGotchi. Let's see. Carolina Duh, as always, has an incredible pull-up cooked up. I don't even know how we distribute these things these days. You probably have to sign the guest list, or we'll figure out some way or something. Oh, there we go. Sign the guest book. Another reason to hop in World. If you weren't here for the pre-WIP, if you hop in World and you tag Outer Ring and the WIP and take a selfie, you will get entered into a contest to win things. Don't worry, you can still do it. I'll pull the Twitter handle. Take selfie, tag WIP and Outer Ring, and you're entered into like loot and stuff. Stick around. We're going to take a group shot afterwards. There's a whole bunch of people in Crypto Voxels already, so don't go anywhere. Once we're through the speaker lineup, we're going to pass the mic over to Show. If you are naked in Crypto Voxels, do not be ashamed. If you would like clothing and you are naked, make sure you hit one of us up, and we will. Yeah, flash mob, touching the grass. Shout out to the whole crew. It's a big, weird team that makes this happen. Power Whip Girls and everybody else. Sandy Meows, Carolina Duh, Foxy Yoga, Easy, Paradox Show, Timmy, Dragonate, Conwolf the Stowaway, Brookhawk the Brookhawk. Thank you so much. Yeah, Sandy's got WIP t-shirts. We've got stuff. We've always got stuff. So, yeah, shout out to the fam. Fam, as well as crew. If y'all are going to be in New York City, hit us up. Let's hang out. I think we got Louie up first. Pass the mic over, like I was saying earlier. Louie's everywhere lately. Louie's rapping in frog ponds. I won his thing. He's in my wallet rapping right now. He's here at the WIP talking about stuff. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Louie, you're up first, man. You grab the mic.
The Lord of the Pond, I appreciate you passing off the torch. How are you, my good sir? Appreciate y'all having me here. I I got to just tell you straight up, it's going to be a hectic 15 minutes. So everybody get prepared, strap yourself in, make sure that you're standing up. You don't want to be sitting down for this one, folks. So we got a shit ton of updates, but most importantly, like Rizzle already said, make sure you sign that guest book. I got jorts coming for everybody who signs the guest book on top of whatever else Rizzle and the WIP has planned for you. I got some custom jorts, Metaverse jorts, if you will. Here's the link in the chat. Coming to everybody who signs the guest book. I'm just going to start rattling updates because I got updates, fam. I got updates? Before we get to so I do a lot of giveaways. I always like to do giveaways. So what we're going to do here today, folks, we're going to do another giveaway. I'm giving away jorts. I'm giving away the full Hip Hop Heads wearable collection, Metaverse wearable, if you will, all the remaining ones at least, to the winner of this giveaway. So basically for the giveaway, if you're in Crypto Voxels, you should explore. There's a big sign that says giveaway. You can access the tweet through that, or you can just pay attention to me inside of the WIP chat right now, the WIP Meetup inside of the meme Discord. So I'm going to put that link right here for you. All you got to do is like, retweet, and show proof of save on Spotify, proof of follow, proof of pre-save. All the links are in there, folks. Do all the things. Let's get to the updates. I'll put the tweet back there a bunch of times, but let's get to the updates. All right, folks. What do we got? It's Louie C. Rhymes, the NFT rapper, a.k.a. NF Trapper. It's fucking Louie, baby. We outside. Yes, Rizzle, this is the thing that you won. We got some Hip Hop Heads content coming out. If you're a Hip Hop Head holder, please make sure you check your wallet for some fire chains. I repeat, this is in the multiple. We are talking plural, folks. We have fire chains. They're part of the Hip Hop Heads NFT thread wearable collection. They get you access to the actual part of the parcel that we're standing in right now. I opened it up for the WIP because I love the WIP. I'll renovate at any point in time. I also forgot to mention, this is one of the fucking biggest highlights in my Metaverse MC career to have you all here in my parcel. I'm literally thrilled. I'm going to be staring at the screen. But anyway, Hip Hop Heads, check your Polyside wallets, check your Crypto Voxels wallets for the Fireflame chain. That's right. We use the Fireflame chain as an airdrop, and we also did, and that's from the On-Chain Chain Rizzle collection, if you will. Then we also did the gold chain made by Wackazoo, custom made. And there might even be some other wearables if you're a Hip Hop Head holder, because I was feeling nice and I do a lot of airdrops. So make sure you check back here where we're standing if you are a Hip Hop Heads NFT holder, because you will get access to music that has already been made but unreleased. I have some major collaborations to announce. The big homie, Kane Mayfield, and your boy, Louie C. Rhymes, plan to be in your wallet before the end of August. We are looking at a serious drop. Oh, and did I mention the beat was made by DJ Lethal Skills? So we got that you'll be able to hear a little bit early. If you're a Hip Hop Heads holder, you'll get access. I got a Mila B collab. That's a person in the Web3 space. She's a dope singer, dope artist. Got a collab with her. Boombox Head, ladies and gentlemen, the main reason why I'm here today is to talk about the drop that I shared in the tweet. But Boombox Head is the producer of the beat of the song that I dropped 2 days ago, and I have another collab with him that I'll talk about in a minute. And I can't say who it is, but I just want to let you guys know, someone who is very, very, very dear to the heart of the WIP and to the Token Smarties is somebody that I'm going to be collaborating with. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You can make your own assumptions. You can take your own guesses. I'm not saying a word about it, but that's as much as I can say. All right, now, folks, I saw Carolina drop it in the thing a few times. I think Easy just dropped it again. Easy, much love, my guy, putting all the links in there. We got a big drop that just happened last Tuesday. Shout out all the people who copped already. Shout out all the Token Smarties who's liking, retweeting right now. I always say, it's great. It's probably one of the best things to get a buy, but it's almost just as good to get a like and retweet. Why? Because I'm a starving independent artist that's just trying to get my music in front of your ears. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we got the drop of my new editions called Louie Editions. Louie C. Rhymes, the NFT rapper, aka NF Trapper. It's Louie, baby. We dropping Louie Editions. LOUIE Space editions. They are 1155s. They are affordable for the fam, or at the best price that I could manage. 0.01 Ethereum gets you IRL t-shirt claim and some other stuff. Feel free to check it out. I'm going to perform the song at the end of the WIP episode. I'm going to do it live for y'all. But check out that collection, Louie editions, and particularly the token that I just dropped is called Home, and that's the one that Boombox said is a producer on. This one that I'm putting right here. Fly Frog just put it there, I think, too. What else we got for the fam? Big shout out to the Fly Frogs. Had you formally noted into my, penned into my notes here. Shout out to the Fly Frogs letting me into the pond the other night. We fucking busted the groove. We were doing all types of freestyles and shit. Crazy bars. Appreciate y'all having me. We fucking would love to come back anytime. Thank you so much. And also, we would like to give you a formal welcome, big ribbon here, big ribbon, folks, to the Hip Hop Heads community. That's right. The Fly Frogs are holding, and they are fucking holding a nice one. We hit them with the Fire Flame chain afterwards. We hit them with the gold chain. They're now in, baby. You get what we get. You're one of us now. We love you. Anyway, moving forward, I am looking for more communities just like this one, kind of like the way I'm doing today, to be able to share my future drops with. So I come to your community. I'm literally talking free of charge. I just want to get my music out there, want it to be heard. So if you have a community and you're interested in something like that, feel free to DM me. I'm just trying to get the music in front of a space. I do a whole live performance. I could freestyle, all that type of shit. I'm really doing this rap shit. TikTok, better move. I got 1 minute. Okay. NFT NYC, I got 2 events that I'm rapping at on Tuesday. One will be at 10 p.m., one will be at 8 p.m. I'm going to share links in a second. I'm speaking at the conference at 10:20 a.m. Check your fucking watches. 10:20 a.m. NFT NYC. If you got a pass, come kick it with me. The entire speech will be in the form of a rhyme. On Wednesday, I'm rapping at 7 p.m., opening up for Jim Jones, dropping some cash grab PFP project. Fuck it, I'm in for it anyway. Who gives a shit? Eyes on the music, baby. Let me expose the bars and the difference between us. Then I'm going to be at the Cypher event with Cam Murdoch and Cypher team in Brooklyn on Wednesday night, June 22nd, I believe. And Thursday night I got open, or Thursday during the day I got open, and we're fucking trying to hang out with everybody. Sandy Meows, I'm coming for you. We're going out for pizza. Don't even fucking try to escape me. I will find you. I will get you. I got big blunts rolled. If you want that purple, make sure you see me, family. I'll be smoking it, and you don't got to buy it. We smoke it together. Whip fam, I hit my time. Check the links. I will perform at the end of the episode. I fucking love y'all. Peace out.
Boom. And I know there's some questions for you, Louie, so I'll let Show hit you in the face with all those questions.
Hey y'all, how's my audio? Alright, cool. Alright, we have 2 questions from Hidden Forces. The first question is, how many energy drinks do you drink a day on average?
The crazy part about this, straight up, is that I don't even drink coffee, dude. Swear to God. I smoke pot like a fucking, I don't even know. I don't have the analogy for it. I don't. But that's literally what I do. Next question.
The second question is, okay, aside from that, do you think that would affect any form of cocaine intake?
You mean the lack of coffee that I drink? Would that affect it?
I'm assuming that's what he means, yeah.
Fair enough. Dude, I feel like if I did cocaine, I might never come back to planet Earth. I could never do that. I will be completely honest. I went to a state school. The more expensive the school, the more expensive the drugs. My school where it wasn't very expensive, so we smoked weed. In terms of cocaine, I stay away, baby. I don't ride the white horse, but you can catch me in the green fields hanging out.
Oh yeah. And if anyone else has
my fault.
It's all good. If anyone else has any questions for Louie, hit him up in the DMs, in the general chat rather. And like you said, after the show, like right when we're getting in line for the group photo with Paradox, he's gonna rap for us. It's gonna be sick. Stick around for that. Thank you so much, Louie, man. We'll hear you at the end of the episode.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the questions. Much love. Peace.
Boom. And then next up, we got RareGotchi in the house. I know Rune from RareGotchi at least is here. If anyone else from the crew is in the house, unmute, and whoever wants to go first, take it away.
It's just me, and I do not know how I'm gonna ever talk after Louie, because he's always amping up the crowd. I'm not as amped up as him, but it's good to hear. Hello, this is Rune with RareGotchi, and we're gonna talk about real quick this game, the NFT gaming site that we are putting in place with toys and pets involved. So just a quick little overview. RareGotchi is a modern take on your classic 90s game that begins with comma and ends with the same thing, but is set up for today's crypto world and also NFT gaming world. Currently, there is a total of what are called NFT toys. Are a total of 3,000 NFT toys that will be dropping for people in a very specific mint phase and allow list phase. The crazy thing with this is that the NFT toys are the introduction to what's called the Rareverse. And when I say the introduction, it's because the toys will go ahead and allow you to create what are basically pets. And these pets, based on your toy, have all different sorts of features and all sorts of looks and qualities and traits about them. Now, I said that there was a total of 3,000 of them. There is 3 different types, 1,000 of each. There is a baby, an alien baby, there's a school kid, and there is a snow cone. The art with this is something that's blown my mind. It's that graffiti style, crazy amped up, come get me style of art. But what's cool about this is with these toys, once you mint one, you mint it digitally, you can open it or you can leave it unopened. If you open it, you get your pets, you get your toy, and you get the packaging, and it comes with all considered NFTs. Or, like I said, you can leave it unripped and let it just sit there and collect dust on your Metaverse shelf or whatever you want. The great thing about it is it obviously has its pros and cons. With having 3,000 toys of total available, those toys will allow you to have a certain amount of pets based on the rarity of the toys that you have. You can have up from as little as 3 up to 6 pets come from a toy. You don't know the size of the toy you get or the rarity of the toy that you get until you open it. So you'll never really know if you don't open it if you have 3 or if you have 6. There's legendaries. There's only 3 legendaries in the legendary pets in the Rareverse. So there's a possibility that we could never see them if someone chooses not to open it. You have people like Grevinator, who I know a lot of you know, who likes to hold stuff up on their shelves and just look at them through the plastic boxes. That's not the collector in me. I'm going to rip all of mine. But what I do want to say, one of the coolest things about this is not only are they digital, but if you have a toy, you can claim a vinyl version of it. Now, the vinyl version of it, think of your Pop Funko things, those types of toys. They kind of have the look and feel of that. They are straight vinyl. They are pretty hefty, and the packaging is way better than the ones back in the 90s. So I know this is going to be really fast, but I do want to state that with these 3,000, we do have allow lists that will be announced tomorrow, but you're getting a little pre-alpha here. Starting on the 20th, Monday, there's going to be a role claim on the Discord server for RareGotchi, and it is an OG role claim, and you will want to be there for that. To go to the server, be there Monday, because what's going to happen is on Saturday, the allow list will start for the people with those roles. Now, the allow list is going to be a raffle style allow list entry. Again, there's only 3,000 total toys. So with the once you enter yourself, enroll yourself on July 1st, you will have we will announce the results of that raffle, and on the 2nd of July, the OG raffle mint starts. 4th of July is when everything goes to mint for the public, but you get it 2 days early if you make it. Now, again, this is a raffle. This is not a guarantee. If you get the roll, this allows you to enroll into the raffle. I'm on it. Then you can go ahead and get that raffle going on the 1st, and you'll find out. Now, just so that you know, the pets, there are a total of 10 million possible traits based on breeding. There's toys. You can get your own house, which is like the land if you own a toy. And you can also, God, there's so much to cover. You can get into the DAO as a result of it, of owning a toy. And you can also have a special role. So that is a lot. Please join the server. There's tons of information there. There's lore behind it, and there's a lot of sneak peeks happening. I think I made it. I know there's so much more, but
awesome, man. Well, I know there's some questions too again for you. So Show will hit you with those questions.
All right.
Oh man, my fucking homie, my friend. What's up, Rune? All right. Okay, let me see. All right. First question is from Sandy Meows. She would like to know, how can she make sure that she can get a cat RareGotchi, and are there cats?
There are no cats, unfortunately. I am a cat person myself, but there could be some traits that are cat-like. The possibilities are endless, but they are space-oriented and space-originated. Don't worry, Sandy. Don't worry. Don't know it. There is trust me, there could be some rare ones. Don't worry.
Oh, and by the way, for everyone who's in the voice channel, please mute your microphones. Please mute your microphone. Thank you. Our second question is, will the PvP game be turn-based or sort of like a real-time strategy kind of thing?
There has not been full details announced about that yet, but from the rumblings that I have heard, it is possibly going to be live action, but nothing has been set in stone on that just yet. There's going to be more information coming, so hit the Discord server. Announcements going daily. Oh yeah, the rare paper is going to be released tomorrow.
Awesome. And then, yeah, make sure everyone go in world, sign the guest book. There are the toy giveaways, waitlist spot giveaways available. We'll deal with that after the show. But Rune, man, thank you so much for jumping on the stage. And I know there's always so much with any NFT studio update. So it's always fun listening to people try to present all the things in 4 minutes. You did an awesome job, though. And big shout out to Leandro, too. See you in the general chat. Cool. Thank you so much, Rune. And then next up, we have Mackenzie in the house. Mackenzie, whenever you're ready, unmute, take it away, and tell the folks all about Ensemble.
Yeah, what's up? Thank you for having me. It's great to be here and just share some updates. I guess in our case, it's more like an introduction to Ensemble. So yeah, to give you like just a short background on me. So my background is actually in film and theater, and I got really into NFTs probably like a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, and then I had this idea for Ensemble. So basically, the idea behind Ensemble is we're a marketplace, or more like a platform. And what we do is we partner with artists to sell what we call the artifacts from their creative process. So if you think about it, there's a movie, but then there's all these artifacts behind it. These things like there's the storyboard, there's the script, there's all this stuff, and you find this across art forms, right? So for music, there's the demos behind it. There's all these files that essentially are just sitting on servers of artists and studios and things like that. And it even applies in more like metaverse context with generative art and things like that. There's these other outputs. So what we've done in Ensemble is we launched earlier this year 3 pilot projects. We did one with one of the many Matts, who's pretty big in the NFT space, one with Neo, who's a cool painter, and then one with Steve Picklemy, who's an art box artist. And we were sort of testing out, like, does this idea of artifacts behind the process work out? And what we kind of figured out is that it does. So I'm really pleased to be chatting with you now because we are very much a work in progress. What we're working on now, we're working with a designer and developer and just a really small team to build out a sort of a succinct platform for artists to sell these artifacts from their creative process. So yeah, that's kind of what Ensemble is. It's a brief overview. As far as timeline and everything goes, right now, what we're doing is we're just working on the design and development, and then we're hoping to be launching sometime in September, October, with a lineup of artists from both like the generative space, more Web3 focused space, but then we're also hoping to branch into music and filmmaking as well, and just sort of, collect artists and stories from all those processes. Because the thing about it is, though we're able to sell these artifacts from the creative process, whatever it is, there's also what's important when you line these artifacts up, is you're also able to see the story of how the project developed. So there's the final project, but then we're sort of focused on the storytelling behind it and the story behind that creative process to bring the artists and their audiences just a little bit closer and to help audiences really understand what's going on there. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get to hear Samuel L. Jackson because that's the brief way I can explain Ensemble, but I'll be excited to hear any questions and chat a bit more. Oh, there we go. I made it.
Oh shit! A little aggressive, even more aggressive. Samuel L. Jackson. Chill, Drago. Anyway, the first question I have. All right, you're creative today, and you're talking about everyone has this creative journey for their project. Where should they go today? What can they expect tool-wise to be available to them to capture that creative process? And
from Ensemble in the beginning, so the process is totally different. So as long as there's files, of course, those are able to be minted into artifacts, which are, of course, NFTs. And as far as tooling for us, it's going to be totally self-service, but also in the very beginning, we're working with artists individually and trying to take that focus. So for any artists looking to get involved in Ensemble, especially with our early launch in September, which is going to be very, very highly curated, just reach out and I'd love to see your work and we could chat from there because we're really interested in, collecting a cool group from that.
And then I think Sho has the other questions. That was my bad. I stepped out of line. Questions. Sho, my bad. Mea culpa.
No, it's all good. We're a team. Hey, what's up, Mackenzie? What's going on?
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Likewise. All right. So, first question's from Sandy Meows. Well, actually, second question, pardon me. Sandy Meows would like to know, what is the process to join Ensemble for any artists out there? Yeah.
Right now, it's really manual. It's like either I contact you and then we chat, or you contact me and then we chat. We have a few forms and things out there, but that's probably the easiest way to do it. So I'm checking DMs on Twitter, Discord, all that sort of thing. Very much like a personal reach out. We're trying to keep that connection with what we're working on now, just so we can make sure the product and what we're working on is really aligned with the individual artists too. And projects, because of course, like NFT projects, even though there's teams and all these things behind it, there's still an artistic process behind that, no matter what it is, whether it's the actual art files or, anything else in the roadmap, making games. So we're interested in talking to teams as well.
Oh, that's cool. And artists usually feel protective of their process, whether they are chefs or cooks in the kitchen or theater directors working with their troupe. All artists don't really want their work judged when it's halfway finished, or like halfway cooked, right? So do you believe that there is value in sharing these vulnerable moments and monetizing them?
Yeah, I think there really is. The thing about it is we never dictate to an artist what they need to share or what they should share, right? So even the tiniest peek behind the curtain, even if it's, the rough draft from a week before launch, or if it's like the very early idea stages, the artifact from wherever that is, can provide a really huge look and make a difference to the audience. The thing about it is, of course, we think, and I think personally, creative process is a very sacred thing. So being able to show that, even if it's in these small, subtle ways, can be really, really powerful without necessarily pulling the curtain back totally and, revealing any, or I guess removing any of the mystery from the process, right? Because you want to keep both of those things at the same time.
Love it. And like Mackenzie said, if you're an artist or creator out there and interested in Ensemble, make sure you spam Mackenzie's DMs.
Yes, I'll invite that. I'm ready for that. Let's go.
Awesome. Well, Mackenzie, and real quick shout out to Jonathan Mann, Song a Day Man, because that's how I came across you. Actually, he recommended you, and like you were talking about working with one of the many Matts, Matt Condon. It was really cool to come across your project. So, thank you for jumping on the stage and sharing with us and introducing us to Ensemble.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of the speaker updates today. We're crashed Louie's pad. Like we're fucking it up. It's awesome. So I think it would be cool if we can get a commemorative photo taken. And like we mentioned at the outset, after we get lined up, however Paradox wants to organize us, Louie C Rhymes busting a rhyme for us live. Really, really looking forward to that. If the real Paradox is in the house, which I believe he is.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Excellent. Dragonate, do your thing,
Just
sir.
a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradox. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradox. I'm taking over the show.
Alrighty, okay, the energy in this place is absolutely on fire today, so let's keep that rolling. And as Matt said, no matter what the crypto weather is like, the WIP will always be here, week in, week out, except from next week, but yeah, we'll forget that. Anyway, so if you've not been listening, I'm Paradox, I'm the resident WIP videographer, and this is the point in the show where we take a group photo and a little bit of video. So this week, get your asses to the roof, please, and onto the Louie Rhymes stage, and start busting out some emojis. Right, go on, get moving. And whilst you do that, I'm going to talk at you some more. So every week, I edit together a weekly WIP video. Those videos are then posted on the Rizzle Twitter, so keep an eye out for those. Guys, this is your last chance to be in the video this week, so jump inward, get to the roof, and whilst I collect some of those video shots, Dragonate is kindly going to play a little bit of music for us. So Dragonate, take it away whenever you're ready, sir.
Hold on, I'm still trying to get to the roof.
We'll have like a decent minute or so, minute and a half.
I think we're on the roof, aren't we? By the WIP.
If you look directly up from where we were before, you're on the roof. Like if you go through that little crack, you're on the roof. We'll keep this going a while, guys. So everyone's got plenty of time. People have found the roof, but let's keep it going. Follow the crowd, people. Closing this off in about 30 seconds.
I think that should just about do it, Dragonite. Excellent. Right, apologies for the rush. I forget that not everybody is flying around constantly taking video shots and knows exactly where to go. So that's on me. We'll do better next time. But anyway, thank you very much. That is pretty much it for me today. I'll be in New York next week. I think the WIP plan to do a meetup next Thursday. That's to be confirmed. If they do, I'll catch you all then. Until then, Paradox out and back to the studio. AKA Rizzle.
Yo, thank you, man. Looking forward to hanging out in New York. Yeah, Thursday is like the informal night for like the informal get together that we are like, we don't really know what's going on yet or whatever. But actually, I think I found like a party that like we can all crash that has like food and open bar for at least a couple hours and everything. I told them that we were like possibly rolling deep by that point, and they said like bring people. So I was like, all right, we can bring people. Yeah, we'll do something cool. Don't worry. Right. Wasn't Louie supposed to wrap us up onto the roof or something? I know his show's going to bring it home with the Afties. Yes. So, but we got some sort of bit with Louie that, I don't know, Louie's like stuck in some metaverse wormhole or something like that. How do we do this? Or
I'm ready whenever you guys are. You tell me. I'm at your will, bro. You do what you got to do. Just tell me what's up.
Ready, go. Yeah.
So straight up. Do you have a bot for a YouTube beat, or should I share my screen? It's the easiest way. You tell me, because I have a link to you.
Dragonate is the one here qualified to answer that question.
Dragonate, you want me to give you a YouTube link, or you want a beat, or you want me to just share my screen?
Drago's ready.
It's my own instrumental, bro. It's right here. Here you go, Drago. It's there. It's of the song that I'm dropping, that I dropped on Tuesday. Do it, bro. Start that beat. Let's get it. Crypto is an act of defiance. Most rap to attack the desires. Hold back because they know that they can get the most cash. Yeah, that was just a pre-rap. Yeah, but all this fucking crypto shit and all this market shit, make sure you hug your family. What up, y'all? My name is Louie. I came through, thinking to train you and praise you and love the shit out of your brains too. I came through, so you. I caught shots, they came through, I came through. I can do everything and anything I set my brain to. Used to be drinking them beers, assuming the sick in my fears. The shit I was doing, I knew I was losing to do with the fit in my fears. My rap flow, been checking the distance, fucking in how back go. In fact, bro, this for my mother, my father, my uncle, and aunt, yo. My backbone, it wasn't for them, I'd have nothing, including this rap home. Don't have home, they lifted me up unless otherwise I wouldn't have grown. Like grass grown, skin with the color, my name like I live in a classroom. Half grown, so stop it to wife, you can live a life living it at home. In bathrobes, me and my sucker be bubbles and run in the backyard and laugh long. Or me and my wife could admire his life from the back lawn, no mask on. And I could just concentrate on what I love in these rap songs and have fun. The man with the dream we would never give up with the caption. That's fact, son. It's fucking Louie, baby. Produced by Boombox Head. Verse 2, let's get it. This is real shit today at the WIP. I know I bring high energy, but this is real shit, yeah. There's this constant struggle of living a life and looking for happiness. You either get right or push it aside and move with an asterisk. Like I'll be alright when I quit my job and make enough rap and shit. But then I'm immaculate, yeah, and then I relax a bit. Now being a father for sure and adult, I guess you can imagine the pressure I feel. Guess I was thinking that I would have more by the time they were born and they ended up here. I gotta do right with my son though, so that he would never become broke. Teach him about weathering the storm and be the wind under his sails. You know when to get him his meals, all knowledge endeavors and deals, and let him express how we feel, cause no other measurement real. And you can look right at your dad's fears about whether they did my rap career, and that ultimatum and whole situation been bubbling up like them draft beers. Time that exists when you're in the present, through all of the failure I see successes. Life is a trip and it's only when exit my shit gonna be different. I'm told that it's excellent cause I find the center like throwing a strike. They put Mariano come close up the night. The school they don't teach you about how to be peaceful and all of routine with controllable minds. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Louie C. Rhymes, the NFT rapper, aka NF Trapper. And with this track, I wanted to prove the point that I will not pigeonhole myself to NFTs. This is about the home you create in your mind. Look inside yourself. Stop looking at everybody else. 0.0 on Ethereum. It's in the chat. Check it out. The tweet's there too. Love y'all. It's Louie, baby.
We'll just get Louie out here to do the outro like each week. Why y'all listen to me? Thank you, Louie. Thank you, all the speakers. Thank you for everybody turning out in Crypto Voxels. Big ass party this week. Thank you to the crew. Forgot to mention, if you love what we do, we don't make any money off of this. We did not, actually, very smartly did not accept like venture capitalist money at the top of the hype cycle, because otherwise everyone would get wrecked and our shit would be corrupted and everything would be all messed up. So anyway, if you love the crew and you love what we do, don't be afraid to love us with your wallets. Yes, the WIP Meetup.eth. All of that, courtesy of OX Splits, just gets evenly divided amongst the entire crew who puts us on each week. Thank everybody very much. And with that, we're going to pass the mic over to Sho to bring us on home.
Wait, is this thing on? Yeah! Yeah! It's time for the FDs! Hot takes! Opinions! Thoughts! Let's go!
WIP fam! WIP fam! WIP fam! WIP fam! While I was chilling... Wait, how's my audio? My 2x2 or 5x5? Alright, cool. WIP fam, while I was chilling over the weekend at 6 a.m. in a real after hours, I was so confused and annoyed and disappointed. Oh, not at the spot I was at. You know, I like the spot. Spot's awesome. It's fucking dope. I had a good ass time. What I was confused and annoyed and disappointed about was at the crypto space. You can literally trace the causes of this current downturn, you know. I'll highlight it for you. Wild spending habits from countries who print fiat money nonstop cause inflation. Inflation, just like the fucking siren you hear, baby. I don't know if Discord is noise canceling that shit. The biggest NFT collection, right, during fucking the record high inflation, right? The biggest NFT collection creator released a massive land parcel sale that drained many people's otherwise liquid funds into an illiquid NFT and a coin that had no other utility at the moment. An infamously untrue stable coin that was supposed to be $1 at all times because it was programmed by an algorithm to just be $1 no matter what, stopped being $1, and millions of people lost their liquid funds. Countries looking to get more money from their free citizens through taxes decided that they needed money from companies and entities as well, so they raised interest rates. And fiat fucking miners, not to be confused with crypto fucking miners, were sick of working 9 to 5 in the coal mines of the tech space while their CEOs were spending millions of common company stock to line their pockets. So these CEOs publicly asked for them, these coal miners, these fiat miners, they were publicly asking for these CEOs to be removed from the comfy C-suite, which led to Brian Armstrong of bald-headedness and coin-basedness fame saying asinine things like, if you want to do a vote of no confidence, wait. If you want to do a vote of no confidence, you should do it on me and not blame the execs. Who the hell's DMing me on Discord? This is the fucking athlete. Stop DMing me. Sorry, now back to Brian Armstrong's shiny fucking bald head. He was saying shit like, who do you think is running this company? I was a little offended not to be included, but he was fucking included. This is about you, motherfucker. And then he said, if you have no confidence in the execs or CEO of a company, then why are you working at that company? Quit and find a company to work at that you believe in. No, you quit, Brian Armstrong. And then he said, posting this publicly is also deeply unethical because it harms your fellow co-workers along with shareholders and customers. It's also dumb because if you get caught, you will be fired, and it's just not an effective way to get what you claim to want. Look, man, for one, you're trying to fucking gaslight me, all right? Like seriously, if I work for you, you're trying to gaslight me. I have freedom of speech. And then the fact that you're like passive aggressively fucking threatening to fire me just because I'm calling you out on your own bullshit is the whole reason why I don't fucking fiat mine. Look, all right. Then the last thing he says, which pissed me the fuck off, he was like, recognize this mental trap and don't fall for it. I'm recognizing you. You're the mental trap. All right. Your fucking bald head is a mental trap because there's no clear and succinct thoughts that aren't like coming out that benefit me. It's all about benefiting you. Brian, don't try to gaslight your workers who are drilling for the diamonds of the crypto space, both inside of the fiat mine and outside of it, remotely in their bedrooms with sweatpants on. You know how many people hate their jobs and talk shit all the time but still go do it because they need the money? To say that a person will get fired if they exercise their freedom of speech for calling out a company's bullshit is inherently where the problem lies. In addition to the fact that in the 20s, the 2000s or whatever, during that original recession when Bitcoin launched, shout out to Hal Finney. When the real estate market was down, you motherfuckers bought all the real estate and made millions. This generation can't do that shit. That's why we're hoping, crossing our fingers that we could do that shit now in addition to having crypto. My point is like to say that a person, where I just said that, I just fucking said, look, the same C-suite executives realized that they fucked up the money. And they started rescinding job offers for many people. Imagine getting that email, welcome to Coinbase. You can now log into this weird link and share all your personal information so we can track you while you're off work. And then you can punch a digital time clock. And then you get a follow-up email saying, oh, I'm sorry, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, we have to let you go. But we are offering you severance pay, even though we need to save money by not giving you this job with paying you so much money in the first place. What? And on top of all these complaints, right, which also led to other companies being laid off, other companies laying off people. I'm flustered. If you haven't noticed, this shit. There's a meaning behind all this yelling and screaming. Just trust me, all right? Just follow me, all right? The other companies started following Coinbase because Coinbase is the leading centralized digital marketplace or whatever. So all these other platforms are following suit. Then it fucking led, right? Coinbase wasn't allowing people to withdraw funds, which led to other exchanges like Celsius and Binance not allowing people to withdraw. They were halting withdrawals of all major coins at one point, which is why there are now hit pieces and think pieces from the New York Times and Bloomberg and Vogue about what's happening now. This is why everything is down. Oh, I'm sorry. And also there was a hit piece from Vogue too. They were like, that's not, crypto is not fashionable. Crypto is not a personality trait, which, by the way, that fucking thing, I was on the train like a couple of months ago, and there was this advertisement that said, like this person was like at like a social gathering, and and they were like, "Oh no, Marcus, crypto is not a personality trait." And it reminded me of all these fucking moments I was having, like going over to like a friend's house for Thanksgiving and all this other shit, where I'm trying to explain to them crypto, and one person's really not feeling what the fuck I'm saying or whatever, and they work for like a big marketing company, and I think it was that fucking person. She hated my conversation so much while I was entertaining everybody else that she had to make millions through commercial advertisements on the train, trying to shit on the fact that crypto is life, but I wasn't saying that shit. Anyway, look, it's people like that and people like this. This is the reason why everything is down. This is why your coins are low. This is what caused you to lose generational wealth. The space is boring because we lost the vision. We lost the vision. And people with no vision are now the most popular people with the biggest voices in the space. I don't know any of these motherfuckers in the space. I'm just being honest. I don't know who the fuck these people are. And while I was thinking all this while chilling and vibing in a cool secret spot, drinking tequila, I said, you know what? And I threw that shit back like a fucking champ. I said, fuck it. And I was like, you know what? I need another drink. Welcome to the Afties, y'all. I'm your host, Show. You already know. If you don't know, you will know by the end. Well, you should have known already after that long-ass soliloquy / monologue or whatever. This is the portion of the event where we just had 3 awesome presenters present some awesome things and stuff like that we listened to. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was different. It was forward thinking, which is what this entire thing is all about. My whole thing is this. This is the time where you were presented to, right? You have an opinion. When in your life do people want to hear your opinions? Brian Armstrong doesn't want your opinion if you work at Coinbase, right? I'm not Brian Armstrong. I have a birthmark on the side of my head that is bald. It's a patch of baldness, right? But I'm not Brian Armstrong. I'm not full bald. The only thing that's bald is between my legs because it's summertime and I want to be aerodynamic, right? But this is the point. The part of the Afties where you want to share your opinion. Put it in the form of a hot take, right? I want to hear your thoughts. All right. If you have a chrome dome like me, I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. I want to know what's on your mind in regards to what the presenters just presented to you. You're in the space, right? Aren't you? You know better than me. I'm dumb. Shout out to everybody in the voice channel who has me server deafened or server deafened yourself. How the fuck are you muted and deafened at the same time and still moving through the crypto space? I don't know. But I need to know because I'm dumb. So teach me about these things. What do you know that I don't fucking know? Huh?
I know that most of that crap is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Listen, Amber Heard, I wish someone would have sat her down and listened to her thoughts and opinions instead of us having to fucking listen to her dumbass for weeks on end. We would have never gotten to the court situation if someone would have just talked to her. It's clear that no one wants to talk. It's clear that the only person who wanted to talk to her was James Franco, clearly. His freaky ass. Shit. I'm not judging, but goddamn it, James Franco is on some shit. All right, y'all. Okay. Here, first up, with our first presenter. All right. Here's my hot take or an opinion. We need to develop more innovative ways of consuming music, period, whether it's in Web3 or in the neat space. There's too much music overall and not enough time to listen to it in a way that we're able to consume it properly or well. This isn't like the early 90s or the late 80s where you sit with a piece of vinyl, or you sit with a fucking Betamax or VHS, whatever the fuck you were listening to music on. Or with an 8-track or a fucking CD. We need another way, because music is being released and you hear it once and it's like, okay, whatever. Thoughts?
I agree.
No!
Disagree.
No!
There can never be too much music. We just need a
No!
way to play them tracks.
Why do I need a dope
Why don't we
way?
listen to 10 songs at once? Or 20, 30, but just make a program that can play 30 different songs all at the same time. That way you can listen to 30 songs at once. You can get through 30 times more songs.
Why are you... Listen, why are you putting this work onto me? I just got fired from Coinbase after telling my parents I got hired a week ago, and now you're trying to make me do extra work by creating some shit that plays 30 songs at one time? Why do I have to do extra work?
You specifically, calm down. Stop
You
taking
just
everything
said
so
me.
personally.
You
Who are you, Amber Heard?
You just said you. Why don't you make something? Well, listen, man, I'm traumatized. Do you know how it feels to be fucking laid off or let go?
Yes.
It sucks. Coinbase. But he wouldn't know because he's fucking microdosing shrooms. And Brian Armstrong and the other top 3 executives, which, by the way, this motherfucker was like, why are you writing this on Y Combinator and attacking the executives? Attack me. I'm the one who's running the company. Like, you dumbass, they were talking about you. You're an executive. You're in the C-suite. He's talking about you. They were talking about you and all the other motherfuckers. There were 4 of them. There were articles about this. Shout out to CoinDesk, shout out to Cointelegraph, and Decrypt.co, and also Watcher Guru. Shout out to Watcher Guru too. Yo, you last year and then again this year, when they had the IPO, they got a ton of fucking common stock. Coin is a ticker, $coin, right? And then they also, on top of it, they had something that was in our space as well. They sold that shit. They fucking sold that shit, and then they needed more funds. You don't have a war chest, but yeah, you have venture capitalist investors. What the fuck are you telling them? You got your asses kicked in Q2 of this year, and I may have mentioned this a couple of times over the past couple of weeks, but it all came to a head when other platforms are following your lead, thinking that you know what the hell you're doing just because they see Coinbase on the floor of an NBA basketball game. Which, by the way, Binance said, no, fuck that. We're not gonna do no arena naming rights. You know, like that's one thing that CZ from Binance got right. Even though, which, by the way, I don't know what the fuck CZ has, like, they have jurisdiction in Italy, and then he's like he got whatever the fuck what's homie from Tron's name? Like he got some kind of like something in the Bahamas. He's a government something. And then there's hit pieces on Kraken, right? You're attacking Jesse Powell from Kraken. The New York Times is like, all right, we attack Coinbase, now we're gonna attack Kraken too. What the fuck is going on?
Shenanigans. I call big shenanigans. I was, what if this is the big one, and they're just like crashing all the markets, and then scoop the floor. Now, what the fuck is Coinbase doing with all that money? they've got gazillions, and I'm sure they don't pay their employees that much, so it's all just going to the frickin' private pocket. Some ruggins.
If they're driving, like you say, if they're driving things to the floor in order to scoop things on the cheap and then drive shit back up, they are some of the dumbest fiat miners masquerading as crypto miners in the space. Because you're so obvious. It's so obvious. Like, Brian Armstrong looked at Do Kwon and was like, hold my beer. Because Do Kwon is now being, what? He was subpoenaed by the SEC. He's trying to say, no, fuck that, no. And they were like, no, you fuck that. No, you're gonna talk about why the fuck you lost billions of dollars. It's like it's the wrong kind of dick swinging contest. Like, keep your dicks out of the space. Stop swinging them. We don't listen. This is not consensual. Brian Armstrong, I didn't consensually agree to you hiring me and then firing me, even though you didn't hire me. But I feel attacked because you're attacking people. Because I feel the pain of DJs who were hired and fired by your dumbass. It's like, what? I'm telling you, I feel like they were like everybody was restless. They were like, oh man, 2021, we were kicking ass. We were doing all this money coming. Like, what is this space? What is going on? And they're like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm just gonna fuck it up. No Sandy Meows, because it's a dick swinging contest, so nothing's going up or coming down. They're swinging it back and forth. They're swinging it left and right instead of up and down. I don't want any of these dicks in the space, period. Moving on. Next subject. Our second presenter. Shout out to our second presenter. You know, I'm gonna be oh my, I mean, as if I'm not already real. I'm bored. And it's not I'm not blaming nobody. I think I had expectations and hopes and dreams about what the space would be. Very different from the meat space. And it's like the meat space motherfuckers who make shit boring came into the space and made shit boring. And then became like fucking gurus and leaders and shit. Speaking, and like there's like no utility. So in regards to the second presenter, right? In the meat space, the nostalgia and cool factor that came with having a Tamagotchi, you know, the fact that it was from Japan just made it even more cooler, you know, and then you can like simulate raising a digital animal, you know, and it's like, oh, this is cool. So this is teaching me about childbirth and like responsibilities when I'm in middle school. I'm kind of scared. This is a little scary. You know, but all right. And then it also taught me about childbirth because the fucking one I got, like I didn't like the buttons were so hard to press, and so like the timing when I activated the watch or whatever, the timing of the Tamagotchi was flipped. So instead of it being like the afternoon, a PM, it was for AM. So when I'm trying to sleep, the motherfucker was awake and squeaking and I couldn't turn off the sound. So I'm traumatized because it wouldn't let me go to sleep. I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers are really, this is a child simulator. This is a child simulator and I'm a child. Like, what are you doing to my sight, like to my mental? You're fucking up my mind. Like, listen, I have look, I'm in 7th grade. I have school tomorrow. Right, I gotta fuck these motherfuckers up who keep talking shit in my class. I got the big ass, social studies book. I got the big ass social studies book, and I'm ready to beat the shit out of them for talking shit. But I don't have enough energy to lift up the big ass book because this damn Tamagotchi won't go to sleep. It was pinging me to feed it at 3 a.m., pinging me to clean up its mess at 4 a.m. 5 a.m. It's like, oh my god! And I tried for dear life to try to find this. Like, I'm in the settings and the button just wouldn't work, and then I'm trying to use a safety pin. So I'm like, with RareGotchi, are you trying to make me relive the trauma? Are you trying to make me relive the trauma? Shout out to everybody who left the voice channel. Are you trying to make me relive the trauma? You're making me relive maybe I made them relive their trauma, and all 25, 30 people who left the voice channel felt my pain.
So, some people want to make you relive the trauma.
They want to make RareGotchi's gonna have a PvP, right? Instead of P versus environment, they want to make it player versus player. So it's trauma versus trauma. Who could be the most traumatized in the Web3 space?
No, it's
who could be the most trauma?
PvD. It's player versus digital.
Listen, all I know is Axie Infinity has been in a fucking build state for like God knows how long, and I'm like, come on, man, hurry up, hurry the fuck up. And then there's nothing else that's even comparable. What? Rumble Kongs, your NFTs are too expensive. Like, and I need to buy 3 of them in order to participate. I missed your mint. Sorry, man. It was just another ape NFT. I thought it was some derivative. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. What else was a PvP? Or that old school space simulator thing. What? League of Kingdoms is like all over the fucking. I don't like. What else is out there? What the fuck else? What the fuck else is out there? There's nothing else that's even remotely interesting. What Illuvium was like hacked or something like that. Then they had a land sale like a week and a half ago. What Ember Sword moved to Immutable X, right? Because they realized that no one knew where the fuck to buy their shit at, and they fucked up their land fucking premiere. You know, like I want something to do. I could do it myself, but if your thing is that you're making things, make it where it's like it's not an idea. It's like, hey man, like they pitched it to fucking Brian Armstrong probably, and Brian was like, oh, this is great. So check this out. Instead of you actually releasing a working product, why don't you just like present the idea and then present promises of what this thing could be, and then give them like, a little teaser, like, hey, this is what the artwork looks like. And like let them test out a little something that's not actually the fucking product. I'm not talking about Axie Infinity. I love Axie, but hurry the fuck up. But I'm talking about some other shit that aren't even as far along as Axie. I'm talking about the motherfuckers selling just an idea, and a fucking idea, and you're like, okay, this seems cool. Illuvium had a fucking trailer that was hyped. Illuvium looked like it was Dota 2 in 3D. And the shit was nothing. Thoughts?
I'm still traumatized by my Tamagotchi. I'm still on the Tamagotchi. I'm still traumatized.
I used to have one, but it took a very long time. By the time I got one, the fad was over. But my cousins, my friends all had one, and I was left out.
My Tamagotchi is still locked inside of a dresser drawer under 1990s DVDs of random porn and
I thought it was
socks.
in your stained underwear drawer that you're keeping for some reason.
Stained underwear drawer.
I didn't mean to tell you a secret. You told me that last week. I forgot. Sorry.
And Elmer's glue, and the battery won't die, and I can't open up the battery thing to take out the battery to make it stop. That's why even past the fad, I still have it.
That's what you first put it under a pillow, and then you wrap it around with clothing and stuff it in a backpack, and then put the backpack in a closet away from you. That's how I did it.
But how did it come back to you? How does it come back? The trauma doesn't go away.
It's living in your mind.
A lost is still a lost. Yeah.
The trauma of the Web3 space currently, I feel, is the equivalent to what happened with Tamagotchis and their batteries and the fucked up time schedules. It's the same thing. It's active overnight. There's all kinds of pings and sounds that you need to try to fucking mute. Otherwise, you hear that shit in your sleep. If you get any sleep in this space, because it's 24 hours. You have random things, doing things, asking for things, making things, and it doesn't stop. There's no value in feeding the fucking Tamagotchi because it's a digital animal. What is the benefit? Not even there's no brain chemical benefit. I don't get oxytocin or ibuprofen or any of the other brain chemical shits that happen. What's the point?
The food is
That sounds like a you problem.
Wait, repeat that one more time.
The food is calories, and the food is free for a Tamagotchi.
There's nothing free in life. Young lady, there's nothing free in life.
Time is the most valuable currency.
Tell that to my Tamagotchi that I overfed.
Your Tamagotchi was paid in your attention, your blood, your sweat, your tears. There's a currency in the form of trauma, and I believe that was the point. There's some sort of company that was probably built right after the Japanese bubble of the late 80s, early 90s. They were like, you know what? We need the rest of the world to feel the trauma that we felt. Mind you, the motherfuckers were rich in the 80s. They made millions and they fucked it up. And this is very similar to what's happening right now. This is the American bubble. And these motherfuckers are going to keep raising the interest rates. And then America is going to release a form of Tamagotchi so everybody else can feel our pain, just like the Japanese did. Because that's what I think is what happened. And then they try to smooth it over with Pokemon.
Yo, Pokemon Go, though? Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go is placing fucking Squirtles and Mewtwo's in the middle of the street, inside of toilets, inside of fucking airplane, the fucking airplane spinning fans when you lift off, and you have to reach your hand inside or your phone inside. You just try to grab it, but then someone presses the button on here. Look, it's a fucking point that they're doing this shit on purpose. And I believe Brian Armstrong is behind it, and Do Kwon.
Probably. Slightly, maybe off-topic thing about Pokemon Go, but there was a story where two people, I think together, were playing Pokemon Go and they ended up walking off a cliff.
Moving on. Next and final presenter. Next and final presenter. All right. What I hated most as an artist, and I'm pretty sure devs can relate, I'm sure that people who work overnight shifts can relate, I'm sure that people who are working on theater tours can relate, I'm sure that graffiti artists can relate who are making murals and things like that. When you're in the middle of the craft and then somebody like walks by the room or looks over your shoulder or like and they're just like hey, you missed the spot, like, oh hey, the soup it's not, it needs more salt, like, oh, or you like they're messing up the choreography
Like, it's like, motherfucker, the process is about perfection. If this were, I'm not presenting it to you until I believe that it has reached its ultimate aspect, the 100% version of itself. Myself, I'm not presenting myself to you unless I have achieved the 100% version of myself. Alchemy, I am not going to present, right? If the shit is still lead, right? I cannot present the lead if it hasn't been metaphysically mutated or morphed or transmogrified into gold yet. It looks like copper, motherfucker. So when it comes to an artist, right, selling the process, I hate this fucking term. This term I hate the most. Life is all about the journey, not about the destination. No, fuck that. Look, in my mind's eye, I'm gifted with the fact that I can manifest the vision of what I believe to be my destination to be. I need to get there. I need to fucking get there. And then when I do, I'm happy. Because otherwise, what the fuck is the point? Thoughts?
So this thought made me think right now of making a 10K PFP project of crypto Karens, and their Master Lax, he said like laser eyes would be perfect, and I agreed. So those are my thoughts.
I'm trying to hold back a laugh. Really hard right now. Listen, I include everyone, right? It's not that I'm middle of the line, right? I have strong feelings and opinions about things, but I don't ostracize anyone, right? So long as you are who you are without being disrespectful, right? So when it comes to Karens, right? Karens are welcome so long as they aren't fucking insulting anyone or disrespecting anyone. A Karen who is made of lead, who is seeking to be transmogrified and mutated and morphed through a form of alchemy, right, which is the burning of the lead, the metaphysical metal inside of your body, right, through a working of the mind and the body, right, transforming yourself into someone who's not a Karen, who is aware of oneself, who is the best version of yourself, then you're welcome. But if there's Karens all over the place giving their fucking opinion about things, crying in a Victoria's Secret, chasing women around a Victoria's Secret while the security guards don't do nothing, crashing into people's cars and then doing high-speed chases, right? Choking their dogs in Central Park while trying to yell at people who are bird watching. Karens jogging jogging along the water, but then when you run by them, they're like nervous or something for who knows what the fuck why, and they trip themselves and they blame you, and then the cops get involved. This shit, right? You're fucking up the flow. Thoughts?
But this is the beauty about crypto Karens. The use case will be, can I speak to the manager? If you hold a crypto Karen, you will be able to speak to the manager.
Damn.
You mean to tell me that there's a manager fiat mining who actually works? You mean to tell me that they weren't fired or let go like Coinbase, like Binance, like Celsius, like all these other places? You mean to tell me that there's somebody who's actually clock and this NFT will allow me to speak to someone?
Yes.
You know what's sad?
It's brilliant.
You know what's sad is that just like the Web3 space and what has brought us all here together as a family, my hopes have been up for things like this. My hopes have been up. And I have been let down because there's no music to listen to, because there's too much music. I've been let down because I have been trained by a digital animal from the 90s that I was supposed to train, that fucked around and traumatized me and trained me to expect things a particular way. I haven't been allowed to fully manifest. I was forced to acquiesce to what other people expect to be my overall vision. And all I wanted to do was talk to Brian Armstrong and the C-suite execs and ask them why the fuck are they allowed to do cocaine and microdose shrooms, but yet expect me to still fucking work for them and make them millions of dollars. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming through to this edition of the Athletes. Shout out to the entire leadership team here at meme.com. Shout out to the WIP, to you, single one of you motherfuckers. And last but not least, WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam. Remember what I'm telling you, right? It's about the destination, motherfuckers. It ain't about the journey. Fuck the journey. Get me to where I want to get to, Uber. God damn it. I paid you millions of dollars to take me from point A to point B. All right. And speaking of which, be sure to grab your Uber 2 weeks from now when we come back. I think it's right. How do you count it? If it's not next week, then the following week. I don't know what's going on. Much love. See you later.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Get to your destination. Next up, we got a cipher in about an hour and a half over in Token Smart, then some great jazz. So see y'all around the Metaverse. Peace, love, and Whipsy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mashed potatoes, I want chicken, cheese. Fuck yes, oh cheese, oh cheese, oh cheese, oh, this is awesome, 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 Sweet dreams are made of cheese, pizza's good too, I like where this is going, yeah. Fuck yes, cheese. Kill the audio box with fire, with fire, with fire. Death to audio problems. Lactose intolerant people, I am so sorry. Give me that shit. I got carried away. We all love a good meme explorer song. Cheddar, cheddar. Blue cheese, better way says cheese emoji. Random has cheese, meme explorers with extra cheese. To audio, audio problems. To audio problems. Cheddar, one more apple day. Cheese is like yes, to audio problems, down to audio problems, down to audio, a gift of cheddar cheese. Audio problems don't deserve to live. To emoji with the tongue sticking out. Emmentaler and Gruyere, That almost rhymes. Cheddar is money given now. Spend some of your cheddar on that, please. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Oh, Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death to audio. Oh, oh, oh. Lots of gifts of cheesy things, all up in the Discord of Meme Explorers. Oh, lots of gifts of cheesy things. Captain Heart Eyes, clap, clap, clap. Cheese stickies, high cheese is the best. Gifts of cats with cheese on their faces, death, death, death. The only thing we love more than cheese is gifts. The only thing is fondue. Rizzle says death to audio problems. Rizzle says death. Audio cheese is live. Audio problems. Cheese is live. Oh, 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 yeah. Yay. The little kitten says LOL, and Elmo's on fire, and Ernie's got condoms on his ears, so fire, so fire. Death to audio, death to audio, LMA, give me cheese, oh give me death to audio, death to audio. Vibe check, death to high pain. I want some lemonade, make cheese great again. Condoms on the ears, that's what it looked like to me. Oh, death to audio problems, to audio, death to audio problems, to audio. I'm vibing, make cheese lemonade. When life gives you rotten cheese, you make cheese lemonade. So much cheese and some sriracha, some cheese and some sriracha. Me vibing big time when Rizzle coins. You make nachos, you make nachos. Love the song, so dope. Stuff that cheese in your face. Stuff that cheese in your face with jalapeno. With jalapeno. In your face. Cheese whiz. Pickles, yes, cheese whiz. In your face. I said death to audio, to audio, death to audio, to audio, oh, death to audio, to Elmo's audio, to audio, Gouda audio, having like to audio, shake audio. Yeah, that's it.